What's going on, everyone? It's Dungeon here, and today we're coming back with another Choose Your Own Adventure Dark Souls 3 walkthrough. And just as a recap from the last episode, we finished up the Undead Settlement and ventured into the swamps. So, I have with me, armed, a great club. This is my Paladin Solaire build. And I am up on top of Firelink Shrine. I just grabbed a Seed of the Giants, so I have that here in my inventory. Seed of a giant tree, and I grabbed that from right there. You should be able to just walk over there and grab it. And there's a couple things that I need to actually switch out because we're about to go. I mean, if I can, I've got a pretty heavy weapon now, but as best I can, I'm going to assemble my Solaire build here, okay? Because we have pretty much everything that I need. So we're gonna drop this. I know in the last one, in my other character, pretty sure I dropped that and grabbed the armor. So now I've got the armor, and I'll get that in a second. So the Seed of the Giant Tree, drop that, and now we got the leggings, and this is a lightning urn. Now you can find them later in the game, but after Greyrat's first outing, when he comes back after you defeat a boss, he will sell these things. I think he'll sell like 6 or 7 of them or something like that, and they cost about 700 souls each. But all you need is one. So what you do is you leave one of these, and this is the final piece, the helm. Alright, so we're going to assemble that here in just a second. The first thing, before I do that, I have to do 2 more things. I have to grab this, which was the Lucatiel's mask I was talking about last time for the other character. And if you remember, toward the end of the last episode, I killed Xanthus, and I got his crown. So, and I told you we're going to turn this into a lightning gem. So that's going to be useful for this character. So now we got a lightning gem. Problem is that you need a certain type of coal in order to use the lightning gem. So I'm pretty sure I did everything for this character. Yeah, he doesn't want that. There's other things that you can give him, but I'm pretty sure for right now we've given him everything that we can. So like I said, make sure you grab the lightning urn from Greyrat, and yeah, I don't know, did I talk to this guy yet? Alright, so I must not have talked to him from before. Also, there's another guy you gotta talk to, and that is this guy, Hawkwood, I believe his name is. And he, after you kill the Great Wood, you talk to him, and he will give you the heavy gem. Now, I've already got 1 heavy gem, but now I've got 2. The 1 heavy gem that I did get, I went over to this guy, Andre, and I gave that coal I found next to the Black Knight. I already did this because, you know, I wanted to kind of make it go fast. There'll be an option right here. It says give coal. So you give him the coal, and then you can start to infuse your weapons, like this one, with sharp gems, refined, and heavy gems. Which I can't show the option in this because this has already got a heavy gem in it. So, and I did pick up a mace because maces are cool and they're very good strength weapons, in my opinion. So, anyhow, we've got this, and I've got that shield. So let's go ahead and let's transform. Let's see what I can brandish here without really going too heavy. Let's see. I might not be able to wear much of anything. I'd like to at least get that helmet going. Man, that helmet's heavy. Let's see. What if that's not gonna work. What else can I do? Oh, and by the way, I did get the Sage Ring. So I'll tell you what, while I'm playing with this, try to figure out what I can actually wear without being overburdened, I am going to switch to a couple of clips that I gathered, because there was something I missed in the Undead Settlement, and there was something I missed in the swamps. It was the Sage Ring. So I'm gonna real quick show you these clips, and then I'll be right back and show you what I can do with this equipment now. Alright guys, so here I am in the Undead Settlement, and I wanted to come back to show you guys what I had missed, because in the last one, last episode, I was reviewing the playback and noticed that I did not pick up those alluring skulls, and I just wanted to show you what they were. I know it's kind of a trivial thing, but there it is, and let's move on to the next clip. Alright you guys, so here I am in the swamps. I dispatched most of the enemies, and in the episode, I actually went through this whole entire area, but I think I was kind of concerned, too preoccupied I should say, with the NPC Morn, and it must have slipped my mind to go into this area. It's a very important area because the Sage Ring is in here, as well as the Sorcerer armor set. So very, very good stuff to have. Make sure you grab those things. Now, that being said, there's an enemy on the right hand side when you enter in, this guy right here. But, you know, as a mage knight, I got no problem dispatching that. And then you can pick up the gear. One thing I will say is that above this room is the room leading into the Crystal Sage boss room. So there's a hole in the floor. So if you go into that hole in the floor, you'll actually drop down into this area. So be careful for that, guys. Alright guys, so after those clips, I'm sure that it pretty much circles everything out so that there's no holes in the playthrough. So once you do that, I did want to go back to the Lothric Castle, but there was one or two things that I wanted to grab from here. This is the poison swamps of Farron, and a lot of people have trouble in this area, and I will say I used to maybe have trouble, but once you kind of know like where you're going and stuff, it's really not that bad actually. So I grabbed those two things. One was a spell, which is a pretty cool spell if you're trying to, like, if you pair that with like a pyro build. No, you really don't even have to be a pyro build actually. As long as you have like a quick step weapon, like the Thrall Axe for instance, then you can kind of negate the whole disadvantage of that Iron Flesh spell, because the Iron Flesh spell will make you like move extra slow. But if you got quick step, then you know you can kind of move fast. A couple things about these guys: if you're using fire damage or if you're using piercing damage, they will take lots of extra damage. So they are weak to piercing and to fire. So from here, let's see. I do want to go grab this. I'll go grab this real quick. And if you don't have Caressing Tears like you see on my screen right now, then no biggie, you can still use the moss. So I'll show you that. My inventory, purple moss clumps, I picked that up on the right hand side. That was the first pickup that I had over there. So that is something you can use to kind of get rid of whatever poison you have. It is a consumable, so you know, that is, you know, kind of the thing there. But I just want to wrap this up here. There's a few things that I wanted to grab, like those Titanite, and don't really need the Prism Stones. Let's see here. Come over here and grab this. And there's something very important right around the corner here. But you got to be careful because there is a Dark Knight right there, and I haven't fought one of those guys yet in this playthrough, and I don't have a shield, so I don't really need one though, do I? When you can stagger them and you can stun lock them, then I guess it doesn't really matter what you got. So Sage Coal, this will allow you to infuse different type of weapons, like with crystal and with blessed gems. So that's always a benefit. Then I'll just run here. Now, I was talking to someone, they're like, you know, don't really like backtracking and stuff like that. So neither do I. I don't really like backtracking either. So I could keep it here. But I feel like I'm pretty close to the next area, actually. Let's Let's see, I can, you know what? I'll just leave it here, actually, because I could just run through the next time instead of grabbing those things. There is a, there's a, what you call it, a bonfire. It's actually not too far away, but that's okay. I'll come back for that later. I really just needed to get that coal, because for my other playthrough, I am definitely going to want to have that. So, now that I've done that, I'm going to go to the dancer. I know you guys have probably been waiting. Well, when are you going back to Lothric Castle? Well, I said as soon as I get a +4 weapon. And now that my Mage Knight has a +4 weapon, I can actually show you something kind of cool with that. Now that this guy has a +4 weapon. So yeah, very, very cool stuff. Man, oh man, I will say this though, some of these enemies up ahead, they're like end game enemies. So I'm not actually sure how I'm going to fare. I've never gone up here this early in the game. I mean, before I was trying my hand with like a, you know, what was that, a black battle axe, a deep battle axe +2, and it was taking a long time to kill those dudes. So, you know, let's see how it goes. I'll like come over here. I probably should kill this guy real quick first. Oh my gosh, look at how much damage. That was one hit. Holy smokes. That guy gonna two-shot me like for sure. The cool thing is that he can't actually attack me. He can't actually attack me, like he can attack from here, but he can't go past there, actually. Let's see. I guess this is kind of cheap or whatever, but if I actually, next time I hit him, I'll actually hit him maybe twice. That doesn't help. And one more will do him in. Just like that. Actually, I should have been attacking from that distance. Oh, look at that. A large Titanite shard. These guys will drop large Titanite shards. And there's actually a farm right here, actually. There's a farm that I can use, which is pretty cool. Now, the problem with this, though, is that these guys, if I'm using a shield, these guys aren't so bad. But when I don't have a shield, oh boy, I don't know. Oh boy. Alright, hey. Ah, look at that. Another large Titanite shard. So here's the thing. Once I get to this bonfire, I can actually use this bonfire to farm. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I can farm. Oh no! That's very bad. 13,000 souls. I should have not pressed my luck. But that's all right. I can. I'll just actually run. I'll run to the bonfire. That's actually no. That's probably a bad idea to run to the bonfire. There are 3 very tough Lothric Knights that I really don't feel like playing around with. So let's. Oh, I should have used the Estus flask actually. I went there to go grab an Estus flask on top of the coal. But all right. So let's try this again. Shouldn't be a problem. Let's see. I might be able to like sneak by the first dude actually. Yeah, he not see me. And the second dude. Yeah, just like that. And what's cool is that I can light that bonfire, and these guys can't actually follow me past here. Just like that. So now I have the bonfire lit. It's kind of cheesy, I suppose, but you know, I know the mechanics and all that. The reason for all this is that you can get invaded in that other area. That's why those enemies can't actually go there. So then I can just very simply travel to Lothric Castle. So now the farm is right here. Actually, you just spawn in right here, and then you, depending on what kind of weapons that you have and stuff, you can actually make really quick work of the one lone Lothric Knight, and they have a chance to drop large Titanite shards, but they drop very often. But they also have a smaller chance to drop chunks, and a very tiny chance actually to drop the sunlight metals. So this guy right here, he can drop sunlight metals. And let's see what they drop. Oh, he's not dead yet. Most of the time they drop something, so another shard. So I could do that pretty much all day, and I will actually. I will do that. But not right now. I'm gonna grab a few things first. Let's see, how many of those shards do I really need? I can upgrade my weapon right now, so I just need to kill him probably 6 times, and I'll probably get six large Titanite shards. And what's cool is that I've got some more armor. There's a chunk right here actually. Let's see, what's this? One of them has an arrow. Yeah. So the other one will actually aggro to me, and they're just regular hollows actually, but they're just like a little bit tougher for being like at the end and stuff. So they're doing a little bit more damage maybe and stuff like that. And now there is a wing knight right over in that room, so I'll probably try to mess with him maybe a little bit. Some bolts. I could use bolts. I'm using bolts in this playthrough. The next bonfire is just up ahead too, actually. It's not very far. But there's some stuff here that I want to grab. Just want to make sure this guy doesn't cause any trouble, because there's a guy right here who will knock this down. Maybe I just let him do that so I can get some more room. Alright. I will say I need to get my strength up a little more so I can like get a shield, get a little bit of defense, you know what I'm saying? Get my vitality up. Maybe I'll grab that Havel's ring. What do you guys think? Should I grab that Havel's ring? That could be kind of good. There's that chunk. Oh man, look how many souls I have. This is crazy. This is absolutely nuts. So, it's not really worth it for me to kill that wing knight. So I'll just real quick run here, grab this, and that would probably kill me actually, honestly. That divine pillars, that would probably do me in. So just like that, bam, got all that armor, sacred bloom shield. And you know, I don't know if this guy can actually come out here. If he does, I'll probably hit that bonfire. It doesn't look like he can. Maybe he won't even know I'm here. Oh my goodness, man. Holy smokes. That's no joke. That is no joke. And I can't even use my Estus flask right now. But what's cool is that I have healing. So I can use my healing. And actually that healing really isn't that great. Honestly, it's probably better that I use the replenishment, or even gentle repose. Gentle repose is pretty good too. But Yeah, I'll use this too. But yeah, there's two guys with crossbows, so I've got to negate both of them. Problem is without me, oh my goodness, bro. I'm definitely gonna have to equip my crossbow. All right, let's put something here in my hands. And I did upgrade my regular crossbow so that all right, that should be good. All right, let's kill this guy. Oh, that's gonna take too long. I might just let this guy live, actually. That's not gonna work. Alright. Alright. So, we'll see how we do. I'll test out and see. There's a dragon up ahead. So... Uh-oh. Oh no. I'm stuck! I'm stuck! Ooh, halberd. Alright, alright, alright. It's no joke. It's no joke. Let's, are you serious? How are you shooting me? What the heck, man? I will say those crossbow dudes, they will shoot you through walls, man. It's the silliest thing I ever seen in Dark Souls, man. They will straight up, they will, I don't know how it works, man, but they will target you through the wall and shoot you through a wall. It don't make no sense. See? Look at that. Dude is wall hacking, bro. Yeah, you're next, brother. Oh my goodness, dude! Oh my goodness, bro. Alright, well. I don't know. Alright. I'll just run by like I did last time. I think no, I didn't get all the drops. I can't run by. Alright, alright, alright. That is messed up, man. That is so messed up. This dude is wall hacking, bro. Great club. What I should do, I like never use these weapon buffs, but I should actually use a weapon buff, actually. Let me see here. I'll put, yeah, I got a bunch of those. Might as well. Alright. Alright. Holy smokes, bro. Oh, there's my souls. Alright, come on, brother. You know what's cool about Bloodborne is that you have to actually kill the guy who killed you. That makes it... Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, look how much damage that did. No wonder why I died. It did like half of my... Oh, nice drop. It did like half of my health with one shot. What? Who's this? What? Holy smokes, bro. Uh-oh. Man, this no healing thing is like pretty rough, man. Alright. Alright, let's get this dude. Oh, look at that reach, man. Oh, this guy got me. Ooh, dang, I might have enough soon. This is crazy. Alright. Man, I knew it was going to be tough, but I didn't think it was going to be this tough to get up here. Holy smokes, man. I need a ranged weapon, like unreal. I need to get my vitality up so I can... Oh, look at that. Normally, I just will have no shame and I'll just use my ranged weapon and stuff like that, but... ranged weapon ain't doing much. Not at all, man. So, there should be a guy right here, yeah. Man, these guys do lots of damage though, holy smokes. Alright, so lots of chunks, man. Lots of chunks. Alright, there's another dude up there. But that's alright. Okay. So we're at the bonfire. And there is one thing that I would like to do before I use my souls, which I will. I'll probably end up gaining enough to do some cool stuff. Let me regain all my stuff. And let's see, there's a guy right there. I'm probably gonna leave him. He actually, what he's guarding is the Great Lance. I think, yeah, the Great Lance. And I saw a video on the Great Lance recently, and they were talking about how the Great Lance is actually... wait, what? Okay, I'm about to say there's supposed to be two of them. The Great Lance actually... Oh, we'll switch out. Is actually a pretty good weapon. It has a pretty unique moveset, and you can really use it to punish people. Let me see how much damage this does. I need to do, I think, at least 60 or something damage. 40? Oh, yeah, alright. Alright, I might fast forward this, because you just see me just kind of doing this. I'm probably going to have to do this quite a bit. I have enough arrows to make this happen. I've got to take them all the way down, though. So, I might do a little more if I get closer, maybe. But this is... that's a little more. Yeah, I'll probably fast forward this. He's too loud. This is going to take too long. No, that's not going to work. I'm going to need something more powerful. Alright, I'll have to come back here later. Yep, that's not going to work. Okay. Judging based on what I see and how much damage, I only have so many arrows. So if I can't get them down, then I'll just be wasting arrows. So I'll go back. And someone in the comments had said, just go to the Cathedral of the Deep. Now, I am going to do that. I don't know if I'll take a look at the time, and I don't know if I'll be able to do that in this one. Maybe I can get started a little bit, but yeah, that's going to be the plan, because in the Cathedral of the Deep actually have a really good crossbow, and I can use that crossbow to actually kill those things. And there's a very, very, very important spell book that's in that area that will give me super cool spells to be able to buff myself. And I'm pretty sure I have a high enough faith to be able to use a couple of these spells. So that's the plan. What I'm going to do, I am going to take a minute here to rank up and my character and weapons and flasks and stuff like that. and then I will meet you guys back at probably the Crucifixion Woods bonfire. So I'll see you in a second. Alright, you guys, so I'm back, and I did farm up. I'll show you what I got. I did farm up a little bit. My weapon does a whole lot more damage. I got a higher strength. I ranked the weapon up. I'll show you. I ranked the weapon up to +8. Alright. I used that area right by the Lothric Castle bonfire to farm a little bit up the Lothric Knight there, and he pretty much dropped a large Titanite shard every single time I killed him. So really cool area, and if you have a higher item discovery, then like I said, he'll drop other things like chunks and stuff like that. But unfortunately, I was unsuccessful at getting any chunks from him. And you guys are probably wondering, you're like, Dungeon, a second ago you said you're going to be at the Crucifixion Woods. Well, I tell you what, I reflected a little bit, and earlier someone said that they wanted a Solaire build, and I feel like I'm not doing justice to the Solaire build, okay? Because I need to be able to man, this thing is so powerful. I need to be able to like fully equip, you know, more of the gear and a shield, you know, like this shield is alright, you know what I'm saying? But I really need that Havel ring, you know? And that's basically, I think that's what we're gonna do before I end this. I think I should have enough time to be able to do that. So on our way, we're gonna put out those fires or whatever it is that we're doing over here. I don't even know, because we have to light up the torches by the Abyss Watcher's door. So we're not gonna go over there or anything like that. Somebody somebody in the comments was like, you gotta do the cathedral, you know? And I'm like, yeah, that's a great idea. But two things. Number one, for the Mage Knight build, I'm gonna need, I better walk slow because these guys are serious. But for the Mage Knight build, I'm gonna need some spells. Some like serious spells, actually, you know what I'm saying? So I'll get that in a second. And see, this is the thing, man. I really want to have a crossbow attached to my character, but now that I do, it's like, okay, well, alright, now I gotta take off my helmet and put this thing on. And now I don't look like Solaire anymore, you know what I'm saying? Like I got the shirt or the armor on, which is cool, but you know, it's not like super cool. So in order to do justice, oh, this dude's ready. Okay, cool. Oh, he's not ready. Alright, this dude's coming. Nah, I'm gonna use the fire, of course. He's just gonna get hit with the fire. And these guys have a tendency to drop Titanite shards, but oh darn it! But do keep in mind that when you find them in the what's that area? The Izalith, or I don't know what it's called, the lava area. I know in Dark Souls 1 it's Izalith and the Demon Ruins, but in this one it's whatever. But when they're over there, they'll drop shards, and they can also drop large shards too. So it's a lower chance, but they can do it, especially if you have a higher item find. So you know, I don't need to get that. They're one shot, man. And there's one more that I'd like to see if I can target. It's way down there. I don't know if I can reach that, but I'd like to. Yeah, no, forget it. I ain't gonna reach that. Alright, so let's get our way down there. And it's poisonous, so, you know, keep that in mind. However, it's not a big deal for me because I am a paladin. Alright. Oh, look at that. It didn't even get poisoned. Really? I was already locked. Alright. And there's one more. Let's see. Let's get this guy. Dude. Alright, cool. And I think this is the great sword up here. Let's see. Yeah. So, very good weapon. It is akin to the Guts Berserk anime weapon. Should be able to... Oh, no, he's moved. Oh my goodness, bro. Ha 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 ha. Alright, now here's the deal. When I go over there, here, this is a cheat. If you can use the gentle repose, then you'll actually heal more damage than you will take. And you can't go through the other way, you've got to go around that tree. So I'll get poisoned and it's fine, but I'll actually be keeping up with the healing actually, so as long as the gentle repose is on. Now I could use the caressing tears to, what is it called? Yeah, caressing tears to actually mitigate the poison, but you know, it's whatever. I'll just get poisoned again. This way I can get all the way out of this swamp area first, and then I can use it. Save a little bit of my FP, you know what I mean? Yeah, my character, honestly, it's... After messing around in Lothric Castle, man, my character is like... beast mode, man. I just need to get that vitality up, like, really bad. And I can't bring myself to spend points in vitality because of how much gains. Like, every single point of strength that I put into this character now with this weapon at +8, it's like extra 5 points of attack. So that's like a lot. If I get 2 levels, that's 10 attack power, that's a lot, man. So it's just difficult for me to bring myself to do something like that. So the easy way to do it, though, because I'll get something that I'll be using anyways, which is Havel's Ring. Now the other thing too is that I think the Dreamer's Ashes actually allow me to buy Titanite shards, which, I mean, that is something that I need. I need Titanite shards, like, bad. Like, I got a steady source of large Titanite shards, but I do not have a steady source of Titanite shards, you know? The best place to get Titanite shards is kind of later in the game. When you get to Anne Orlando, there's the Knights, the Silver Knights in Anne Orlando. They will always drop Titanite shards. And they sometimes can drop large Titanite shards. So that's something to keep in mind. Alright, now that we're here, we're not going to mess with those guys right now. We are going to do this down here, though. What's cool is that there is a... you know what? There might be some Titanite shards right here, actually. I think there might be one. Yeah. Alright, so I'll grab that. And which I need. And then I'll come over here. And there's a bone shard over here, so that's always cool. And now I do so much... Oh, bro! Dang! Let's try this again. I thought my hyper armor was gonna... Alright, was it one left? Alright. Yeah, like I said. Okay, so let's just do this, actually. Now that I can one-hand this thing, I could actually just, like, straight up keep the gentle repose, like the chime in one hand, and then this in the other. Now, I don't know, am I, embered? I don't think so. I must not be embered right now, which is kind of good. I can grab a couple of those things, and then, yeah. You know what, I'll do that. Because there is an NPC that, Xanathos? I don't know what his name is. But he comes over here. If you're embered and you come into this area, he will attack you. He'll summon and try to attack you. The problem is, he's like all the way on the other side of this, like, keep right here. Or this pillar or whatever. So, it's kind of a pain, man. So you can grab this stuff. As long as you're not embered, you can grab this stuff without a problem. and then you just kind of evade this guy. As long as he ain't looking your direction, and you're not making too much noise, then you can grab. Sometimes in the middle though, he'll like turn around and look. Hopefully that doesn't happen, because yeah, sweet, 2 more Titanite shards. Yeah, as long as, yeah, I'm good. I'm in the clear now. There is a talisman over there and an Estus flask that I'm gonna grab, and then we're gonna go up those ladder, because there is the Dreamer's Ashes and a couple goodies. Oh goodness gracious, forgot about those slugs, bro. All right, so let's go get that. I think there's some souls, which by the way, I have a lot of like souls locked up. Oh, it's a covenant item. Alright, let's get this. And this. And yeah, like I said, I have a lot of souls. I have like a couple souls with like 5,000 and stuff like that. And I just haven't used. So I can totally use that. There's also crystal lizard, few crystal lizards up here, actually, I should say. There's one right around the corner, and let me grab this first. Let's use it. I'm tired of looking at myself being poisoned. And it's kind of cool that I wasn't embered, because usually I'll go over there being embered, and then I'll have to deal with that NPC in a bad location. That's always a pain. I hate it. I hate that. So let's do this. Grab this. I hope I can't remember what I get from those, but I'm crossing my fingers. I hope that it's the Titanite. One of these, either that one or the Paladin's one, which is on the way to the the Cathedral of Deep. One of those actually is the one I need. Alright, so probably should ember, because this guy, look, I'll be honest with you guys, look, this guy is kind of cheap, bro, because if you go up to him, he'll like just basically, if you're not lucky, he'll just throw you off of the edge, you know. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. Oh, look at that. That was cool. I got that weapon. It's just too strong. It's just too powerful, man. And I get a lot of souls too off of that. And what I got was the his soul, the soul of a stray demon. Another ember. I should probably ember. Walking around not being embered. Let's do that right now. Okay, so like I said, the soul of the stray demon, and the soul of the stray demon will allow me to get the Havel's Ring. I think I need 5,000 souls to transfer or transmute, or I don't know what it's called, to change the stray demon into the Havel's Ring. Once I get the Havel's Ring, then I can go full out. I'm pretty sure I can go full out Solaire. We'll see. It'll increase my equip load. So that'll be really, really good. And now this area, some people might not even know this existed, but this area is, let me just put that on. There we go. This area is a kind of like a secret little area. Yeah. Okay. So you'll get that. Get a cool shield. Let me get this guy first. I don't want him to run away. There we go, sweet. Get a shard. And lightning spear. So the first faith attack spell. Problem is I think you need like a 22 or 23 faith, which I only have 15, so yeah. That's not good. Oh man, I almost didn't get it. Dang, that would have been really sucky. Alright, so finish up these dudes. I pretty much got everything I need. Once I complete over here, since I'm running out of time, I'm going to once I get to the top of this here, then I'll go ahead and cut it, and I'll go to Firelink actually and take a look and see how much time I've got. If I can add anything else to it. Oh man, this guy dropped something. Ooh, wonder what it is. You never know, could be something good. It's some cheesy shield that I would never ever use. Well, not never ever, but anyhow. Alright, so I'm at the top of this, and the first thing I want to show you is that's actually where I came from, Lothric Castle, right over there. And that, on that side, on the top of that little tower, that's where I came, where I got dropped off at the, to the undead settlement, to start the undead settlement. Alright, so now I'm on the other side of that broken up bridge. So, I'll drop down, and yeah, I'm actually going to go back to Firelink, so I'll see you there in just a second. Alright, you guys, so I'm back at Firelink, as you can see, and I'm standing right in front of this dude. His name is, I don't know, Lulith, yeah, okay. And looks like I've never talked to him. But after you kill the Cursed Rotten Greatwood, then you get the Benign Transposing Kiln. So if you give that to him, which I'm going to do, then you can actually like transmute or whatever souls. So let's take a look. Where did I get this from? Oh, the soul of the dancer. Ooh, alright, that looks pretty cool. I will say these weapons are kind of trash, so might not be a good idea to get those. This is a good weapon, the Hollow Slayer Greatsword. This is, from all accounts, this is a very good weapon. I personally am not, particular to this one, but it does extra damage against hollows, and there's like tons of enemies in the game that are hollows. So, something to consider. This weapon, it does frost damage. It does frost damage. There's only like a handful of weapons that are like that. So, this is a pretty, and it's strike damage too, so it's pretty good. The only problem is like it's 17 units, which is kind of on the heavy side or whatever. Anyhow, speaking of weight, this is what I need right here. Alright, now I've got what I need. Just keep in mind that for most of these things, you only get like, you'll have at least 2 options for every soul. So you want to make sure you measure the opportunity cost. So I could have gotten the Boulder Heave of Pyromancy, but instead I decided to get the Havel's Ring with the Stray Demon. So you gotta keep that in mind. So like I can get Vort's Great Hammer, but then I wouldn't be able to get Pontiff's Left Eye. So weigh those things before you make the decision. I think one of the playthroughs, I've never used it, but I've heard this is a pretty good weapon, the Demon Fist. Somebody I was talking to said they were using the Demon Axe recently, so, try some of these things out. They could be kind of cool. Anyhow, I have some souls left, so let's see what I can do with them. See if I can gain a level or something. Nah, so I'll use some of my souls, gain a level, mess with my armor, and hopefully next time I should be able to have some more full-on soul layer gear so that I can actually use a crossbow and that at the same time. And I'll give those ashes to that lady and see what I can do with them, okay? So, that being said, as always, thanks for watching, thanks for supporting, thanks for commenting and all that, and bye everyone.